Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Tanya, Aneja, and with me is Mr. Punit Renjen. He's the former CEO of Deloitte and incoming chairman of SAP. Thank you so much, Mr. Renjen, for taking the time out. And India is on the moon, and we Indians are over the moon, and it's like spectacular moment for India. And you are at B20 summit here, and you have been listening to all the conversations that are happening. So I want to know it from you that what are the conversations happening at this point in time, and what are your expectations from B20 summit?
India is on the moon. Congratulations. What a wonderful achievement, and on a shoestring budget.
Yes.
So I think it was an absolutely wonderful achievement. The conversations, I've been a long-term India supporter, and I believe that this is India's century. I think on the B20 summit, the landing on the moon and the feeling that came from that is emblematic of the feeling that is here at the B20 summit. I think everybody recognizes that this is India's century, that India is going to lead on a number of fronts, and that is what we are discussing, and I think that's the feeling, the overarching feeling at the B20 summit.
Mr. Renjen, when it comes to sustainability and greener future, so how do you look at the progress that India has made so far?
I think India has made progress. I'm optimistic of the commitment to be net zero by 2070. I would hope that we can do it a lot sooner than that. What India has done in the G20 has changed the conversation, has talked about how we can have a sustainable, inclusive, responsible developmental model. And I think that is a perspective that is shared by a number in the global south. And it will change, if you will, the conversation as to how we make this transition to a greener, more sustainable, more inclusive way of living.
Okay, and inclusivity, that is also one of the themes, and I have been listening to a lot of leaders talking about inclusivity. So what are the challenges when it comes to inclusivity, and what needs to be done at this point in time?
Well, I think it is really important as we develop, particularly in India, that we lift everybody up. And that is not an easy task. And so the developmental model that we need to have needs to be more equitable, more inclusive, and make sure that we provide the skills, the training, the opportunities to individuals across the entire spectrum. And I think that's what India has proffered in the G20 presidency. And it is something that certainly appeals to the others in the global south. And it is a new way, a unique way to address the UN sustainability development goals.
Okay. And, there are policy measures which have been announced, but what about the policy implementation? When it comes to that, what are your thoughts when it comes to policy implementation?
Well, execution is the real challenge. I think the right policies are certainly important. Having the right incentives in place are important. But executing, making sure that we monitor and hold individuals accountable is also very, very important. I'll be talking about that this afternoon around a consistent baseline model that we can all agree to when it comes to climate, for instance. But across the entire sustainability development goals, making sure that we have one system that we can all adhere to, monitor, and hold ourselves to account. That is going to be critically important.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, I want to present this special edition of ours. This has an exclusive interview of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So this is for you, sir.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.